Yo, what's good, arcaders? It's okay, Wasabi. Welcome to another episode of Arcade Update, and here's a round of your tech news. Rest in peace, Kwese. So Kwese Play was an internet streaming platform that delivered online entertainment across sub-Saharan Africa, right? So it was like an internet decoder for your TV where you could use the remote to access platforms like YouTube and Netflix and even TV channels like NBA TV and Puff Daddy's Revolt. So when Kwese dropped in South Africa, I was excited because I just wanted DSTV to have more competition, like a healthy competition. So it was one of the first of its kind, like it was one of the first streaming boxes in SA. And with it having the advantage of having like NBA rights that DSTV does not have, I was sure that, okay, they're about to attack a market that isn't catered for right now in South Africa. And I thought those things were going well. I thought they were striving within their own lane. I thought they were growing within their own lane. Kwese kwa moshagala. Yeah, when I wrote that, I didn't think it was going to work. It works. So Kwese was started by a Zimbabwean company, right? It's called Econet, right? And they were in a partnership with Roku, which is also makes internet TV streaming devices. And Econet just dropped a statement explaining why they had to make this regretful decision. They were like, the third-party content providers on whose content we rely on requires payment in foreign currency. He added, with the prevailing economic conditions in Zimbabwe and the current business operating environment characterized by an acute shortage of foreign currencies, sustaining Kwese and Kwese satellite services was no longer viable. Hey, that's English, big. Hey, Zimbabwe white hand English, big, yo. But basically, what he's saying, that guy is saying, our Netflix, okay, well, not maybe Netflix, our NBA TV, nabo Revolt TV wanted payment in dollars and euros, and economy of Zimbabwe is crashing right now, as we know. So they can't just keep up. They couldn't pay their content providers. So what did they decide to do? They just shut down Kwese. So RIP Kwese. We'll miss you. I actually never owned Kwese, but I was gonna buy it one day. Well, I can't now, but it's finished. Damn. So Canon just released the third iteration of arguably the most famous lifestyle vlogging camera of all time, the Canon G7X. And I'm a huge fan of Canon. We all started on Canon, and I'm also a huge fan of the G7X II, right? The new G7X III will have, for the first time ever, a headphone jack, uncropped 4K at 30p, 1080 HD at 120 frames per second. It will also support vertical video because, believe it or not, vertical video is really a thing now. Like, shout out to IGTV. And the most interesting feature to me is the built-in live streaming. I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but when I live stream on Sushi with Wasabi, I use my phone, of course, and I think most of us do, like even Sibu probably. And I think obviously the G7X III has a better sensor than my front-facing camera because we use the front-facing camera on the phones to live stream. So I really am keen to have a camera that I can stream with because of the potential quality upgrade of my streams. But in thing I'm not happy about is that I've been waiting for them to announce the price. And I woke up this morning, I have Ohms, my favorite camera store, one of my favorite camera stores, and I go Ohms, and Ohms finally had their price on their site, and it was 10,000 rand, 10k, 10.5 to be accurate. And this really disappointed me because I was hoping Canon undercuts the G7X II and makes this like 8.5 maybe, because Canon is not really competing on the spec side with their releases, because as great as this camera is, I'm not 100% sure. But I know competing brands like the Sony RX series, which is also a vlog style camera, is probably better than this. And I know the RX Mark III is way expensive, but I know it packs more of a punch. So if you're not gonna kill the spec side, why don't you kill them on the price side? Like undercut them with the price. But let's wait and see. Maybe as time goes, the price is over, it's gonna drop. So Telkom wants to move on with the times, and they're saying they're migrating their current users to wireless solutions. Copper-based connections are a thing of the past, and they are very expensive to maintain, and they are vulnerable to things like izinyoka. Are people who watch this channel even old enough to remember the izinyoka ads? Those things were terrifying, guys. TV used to terrify us 90s kids. As if it wasn't for Ubizo, the calling, it was Shaka Zulu's Witch Doctor, or it was izinyoka adverts. But anyway, they plan to, within the next 5 years, is to completely eradicate copper connections, moving their telephone users to a system called Smart Voice, which has like similar rates to their freemium plans, and they want to move their ADSL internet clients to fiber. But the most stressful thing is that like users like me, well, I used to use ADSL back in the past, and because ADSL doesn't have fiber coverage, so users like me who live in areas that don't have fiber coverage will have to settle for like LTE connections, I'm a SIM card. And like that sucks because Telkom LTE is the worst. It's the worst. They say they're planning on capping the LTE speeds to match the ADSL speeds and give customers the same price, because God forbid corporations give you more for less, right? Facebook is planning on attaching its name to Instagram and WhatsApp. So they want to name the apps Instagram from Facebook and WhatsApp from Facebook. We want to be clear about the products and services that are part of Facebook, a spokeswoman for the company said, which to me sounds like, sure, you might have left your parents on Facebook, but let's face it, you can't escape us. If you look at it at face value, we're everywhere and no one can take us on. Who's willing to face us? You want to compete? Then show us face, but we are going to own everything. Let's just face it. Did I use the word face enough?
I think you killed it.
I think I used the word face enough. I don't know. If there's a place where I forgot to use the word face, then let's just book it for later. Get it?
I got it. I'm fine. Yeah, thanks, George.
Huawei is debuting its HarmonyOS this week at the company. Company.
It's what? It's Huawei.
So Huawei is debuting its HarmonyOS this week. They say for now the operating system is purely for IoT and industrial use, but they could one day use it on their phones if Google is forced to remove Android from their Huawei phones again. I'm pretty excited to see what this OS will look like. I can't imagine using like a phone without iOS or Android. It takes so much years to develop a OS. So we'll see what Huawei's Hongmeng brings to the table. Imagine. Hey guys, that's it for the tech news. See you again next week with another update. My name has been OK Wasabi from Foster 1475. The hood is going to died from my supply. The clouds are too close to the ground, so we all to the sky. I wasn't alone. I was out here with Sibu Mpanza, Mr. Fresh Fade No Mpandla, and we'll see you again next week with Arcade Update. Till again next week.